Welcome back, guys. Starting off the new year with new games, new stuff. It's your boy Leviathan. Today we're going to be playing some Shadowverse into the multiverse, so let's go at it. So just a heads up for all of y'all that haven't been watching me or just wondering why I have been playing a lot. I've been just trying to experiment, finding new games that you guys might be interested into. So I decided to do Shadowverse since they have a new collab going on. Just a heads up, I'm not sponsored by Shadowverse, but that'd be nice. If you like the channel, if you like me, if you like the games I play, please feel free to subscribe and leave a like down the video. We're always looking for more likes. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some multi-games. I'm not guaranteed to win these. It's very rare that I do. But hey, it's always fun to play. So I got my 3 decks. I got my Fairy deck, my Runecraft deck, and my Evil deck. If you know anything about Shadowcraft, then I won't explain. But for all you newcomers, Shadowverse works like this. You would go into your home or your solo, and you would play your main story. And then there are 8 different types of decks. There's what we have: Forestcraft, Swordcraft, Runecraft, Dragoncraft, Portalcraft, Havencraft, Bloodcraft, and last but not least, Shadowcraft. Each of the different types of decks do specific things. So Forestcraft decks like to play little monsters quickly. So if you don't mind having a lot of stuff that costs barely anything but you can play a lot of, I'd recommend Forestcraft. Now when you get into a Shadowcraft deck, Shadowcraft likes to kill your characters or do what we call magic in this game. And it's a heavy spell deck, so it's not extremely heavy, but it can be a tech deck, so you have to be careful with this. And Runecraft is definitely a heavy tech deck. You have to have been playing this game for a little bit or use 2 card games to be able to play a Runecraft deck because it's a tech deck. It's heavy on spells and combos. So what I like to do is I like to stick to my Forestcraft and Shadowcraft decks because that's the decks I'm most familiar with. Everyone has their favorites. So like I said, we're going to go to multi. We're going to go into unlimited. There's 2 different types of decks. You can play a rotation deck where it's limited to the cards you can play, or unlimited, which is obviously unlimited. So any card that's in the game you can play. So today we're going to run our Fairy deck. And they just do little collabs with different series and stuff. So it's always interesting. There's always something new going on. Alright, so it looks like we got to play someone. We are going probably to lose, but let's find out.
Time for me to prove myself. I assure you the pleasure's mine.
Alright, so what we got here is big cards and little cards, so we're probably going to swap those out for something that I can actually do something with. And we still got nothing that I can do none with. So the object of this game is obviously to play your cards and defeat your opponent. To defeat your opponent, you whittle their life down to 0. Each player starts with 20, and when whoever gets to 0 first loses, obviously. So it looks like our opponent is running a Havencraft deck, which is also a combo deck. But I haven't really played it, so I have no idea how to combat this. But we're going to do what we can. So we're going to take out their person, do some abilities, and end our turn. Now at first this game is going to seem boring and you don't understand what you're doing. But once things get rolling and cards get played, it gets interesting real quick. So we can play 2 of our people real quick.
The forest is a living thing.
Always want to check out what's going on with your opponent so you know what you're going against. Now on this game, some of these maps are kind of active. Like over here, you can see this fountain kind of doing this thing when you tap it. So different maps have different effects up in your top left corner depending on how you have your phone orientated. And it looks like it's taking them a minute to figure out what all they're gonna do. There we go. So now we can play some more stuff. So let's go ahead and play this big boy, because he does things.
Excuse me?
Smack our opponent in the face. And you can already tell that just by what our opponent's doing, that they have a very heavy combo deck.
Oh yeah, here's where I shine.
Just where are we looking?
My ultimate technique.
That's probably gonna go after a big character.
Arrow up!
Termites!
Arrow up!
No, he just used this character's ability. Don't appreciate that, so we're gonna get rid of that.
Hey, let's play. May you all be blessed.
Okay, so characters with ward mean you can't attack their leader until you take out that character. So they can be a pain in the butt or they can save you depending on how strong that character is.
May the forest be at peace. Hey, let's play.
So we're gonna figure out what we want to do. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna take this guy,
You're done for.
upgrade her.
Fairies, don't help me, fairies.
Swing at that. Try to do some
I'm gonna
damage.
rest for a bit. Hey, let's play.
And there we go. Well, that's a dragon. Yep, there we go. Another character with ward. Not good. Well, that ended. So they got a lot of stuff on. Play that.
The pine trees.
Boost. We'll go. Over there. Alright, there we go.
Their sacrifice won't be in vain.
It won't be long now.
I'll swing my axe with purpose.
Alright, there we go. This is not looking good for us.
Forgive me.
Come on and thank me already.
Okay, so we're gonna try to do this. Let's do that.
Excuse me? Ah, termites! What's that for? Ow!
And that's game. We really couldn't do nothing. So yeah, I have a tendency to lose these. They're really difficult. It really matters of how long you've been playing and how much of an understanding you have in the game. But just so you can get an idea what the story mode looks like, we'll run over there and do a game. And Force Craft as well. And this is what our story mode looks like. There's all these different missions. I really don't care about the story as much. If you do, feel free to listen to it and read it. I will admit that this game does have a very in-depth story, but after a while I kind of just skip it. It's like I don't care about the story right now. I just want to play. You know how the feeling be.
I'll make you talk. Liberation is at hand.
Okay, so this time we got actually a good setup. We're gonna take our first setup and run it.
The hour of liberation approaches.
Now the computers run a similar deck, I believe, which is Haven Craft, I believe, but I could be wrong. It's not telling us.
May the forest be at peace. Stay away! Ah!
But every deck, for the most part, has its own combos and everything it can do. Okay, so we're gonna go this character.
Now timing is so in right now. Help me, fairies. Ah! Stay away! Stay away! Ah!
Okay. Ooh, that's a big card. Alright. So we're gonna do. We got 4. thinking that, so we'll play that.
Love this breeze. Help me, fairies. Stay away.
Denying will do you no good. I'm gonna rest for a bit.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Close your eyes and sleep.
We better get down, huh?
Okay, so they're trying to delay the inevitable, but we're not gonna let them. So what I'm gonna do is this.
Let's prick up the pine trees.
And that.
Hey, let's play. Stay away.
Alright, there we go.
Why must you? Now then.
Abandon all else and fall
Fall into a dream of serenity.
The time of the gods is nigh.
Termites.
Denounce false
Oh, that just happened. Well, that just happened. That does not look good. That's a dragon. So to compete this dragon, we're gonna need to be able. Oof, not looking good.
Hey,
I'm gonna go
let's
for
play.
underplay.
Hey, let's play.
Fate finds us all.
Lock up that dragon.
Denying will do you no good.
Our sacred forest.
Denounce false
Okay, so now things really are not turning out great. Okay, we need to figure out the best way to go about this now.
Hey, let's play.
Evolve our character, which makes it stronger.
So
Try to
sparkle.
smack that in the face. Just need this. Okay, now we go. Yep,
The sacrifice
Yeah.
won't be in vain.
and run this. Get extra cards in hand for the next turn.
Why must you?
No, bad.
Now then.
Denounce false
We need to find a way to destroy that. It's gonna be a problem.
Hey, let's play. Hey, let's play. It won't be long now.
Denying will do you no good.
Okay, so that annoying card we keep running into is gone now.
Who's gonna be my target?
Hey, let's play.
You picked a fight with a... This'll rip another hole in ya!
Doesn't look like much. That dragon's gonna be at the end of us.
This dream is your cradle.
Well, this isn't what I wished for at all.
So sometimes this can be difficult, and you just have to play the game to get good at it, get better cards, and get a better understanding of deck building. But after you get the hang of it, it doesn't turn out to be a half bad game. But that's all I got for you guys today. Come back another time, and like I said before, not being sponsored by these guys, but that would be nice. So see you guys next time. Leviathan.